did I make a sale? Did I get something? Did I sign someone up? And then they go to sleep. And I'm working hardest right after the promotion. Now here at My Lead System Pro, we pretty much always have a replay available. We generally have something available, but we also have a history, and this is just a hint. And again, for those of you that are members of the Deep Abyss, tomorrow night I'm going to go into some heavy duty strategy on this. Sometimes we have a second or third webinar. I don't know what we're doing. I haven't been told. But sometimes we have another webinar the week later. So if we do, guess what happens? We start the same process again. We start pre-promoting for the next Wednesday, or pre-promoting for the replay. We start promoting during the next Wednesday, and then we do post-promotion when that is over. And this cycle, same with your MLMs. Let's say we have the organizational meeting. As soon as that meeting's over, you start promoting the next event, the next meeting. You don't wait till the day before. You just get in the saddle, and it's just a constant rolling process of promotion. Now, I'm sure people are going to cover a lot of different strategies tonight. You can do this every which way. You can do it on your Facebook wall. You can do it in stories. You can do it, every which way. You can talk to people. What a crazy idea, right? Actually talking to someone. And I'm a hardcore attraction marketer, but when it's this good, guess what I'm doing? Talking to people. I'm usually pretty much, emails and stuff, but I've hit up a lot of people. So promotion is a way of life. It's a way of thinking. And just always think to yourself, what's the next event I can promote into? If it's at your other, your MLMs or whatever, what's the next event? Do you know the schedule? Do you know when the next corporate call is? Do you know who's speaking on the next corporate call? Can you tell their story? I could tell Lisa Torres's story. She lived in New York City. She was a corporate executive, and then she got into the industry and she didn't make it for a while. She'll tell the story, and then she broke through, and she's been successful as long as I've known her. She's just a blockbuster star in this industry. She lives down in Atlanta now, has the cutest dogs on earth, beautiful family, beautiful house, beautiful car. And she comes from my hometown, New York City, right? So I could say, you got to come see this girl. Look, we're New Yorkers. You got to come see this girl. You won't believe her story. Promoting, knowing who's speaking, knowing what their story is if you can, knowing what's going down, it will change your life forever. And for those of you guys that are not technical, I'm not. Who else here? Stacy, Aaron, I don't think Lisa's kind of technical and has a technical, a really graphic, cool partner, spouse. But us girls, we're not that technical. And yet we rule the school around here. So isn't that funny that it's not about building all the things. It's about promotion and getting people in front of the offer. That's all I ever focus on, is how many people can I get in front of the offer? And then I sit back, I keep promoting, and I let Brian and Norbert and Jim work their genius and do the work. And I just sit back and I just enjoy my checks. So it's a pretty good deal. And the same thing, we rely on your corporate offices. We rely on the different promotions you're running. Your job is to get people in front of. If you get people in front of, you're going to win. You're going to win. So that's it, Norb. Hopefully that's a little taste. And again, tomorrow night, I'm going to get into some depth for people that are involved in the mastermind that we've been doing for a while.
That was honestly the perfect place to start. The perfect place to start, to give you guys that big picture perspective, because everyone really gets, I think, a little bit too in the weeds sometimes with like techniques, but tell me how to do. And
that's what everybody says to me.
Right? Yeah. But tell me what to do. Tell me what words to say. Right. But what do I say if they say this? Right. The most important thing is the context, is understanding the overall strategy, the overall concept. I saw the comments coming in there when you were talking about promoting during the event and post-promoting after the event. And people are like, I never thought of that. Why did I not?
I always back clean up and grab all I'm giving it away, Norbert. Now everybody knows. By the way, Erin's the queen of how to handle people. So I don't know what she's going into tonight, but if you guys haven't seen Erin's stuff, Stacy too, everybody, it's that loving on the people and don't say too much. Just put them in front of it. Put them in front of it. I know I make more money all day long here at My Lead Sister Pro if I put people in front of it and just shut up. So with that being said, I'm just going to shut up and thank you guys. If I dip out, I apologize, but I didn't know I was going to be on tonight and had a couple things going on. So I love you guys. I'll see you all in the Facebook group. If you need anything, let us know. And of course, we'll all be there Wednesday night, just watching with our jaws on the floor. So excited.
Awesome. Thank you, Diane, for being here. We really appreciate it. I know you got a busy night. It's the East Coast. It's already late for you. So we appreciate you being here and sharing. Thank you, everybody. Give some love, please, for Diane. Hit that, smash that like button and all that good stuff. All right. Awesome. Thank you, Diane. So let's move over to our next East Coaster because she's on the East Coast as well. And I know it's getting late for you over there. So Lisa, why don't you jump out next and share with us so you don't have to be on here late and you can jump off a little bit early as well. So Lisa Torres, what's up?
What's up? Well, how many do you want? I mean, because there's so many different ways to get people on the webinar. I mean, I can literally sit here for like 2 hours talking about
Diane's saying all of it. All of it.
Just message me and we'll be good.
Yes. So there's a million and one ways to get people to the webinar. Right now, I took a poll the other day in one of my Facebook groups, and I polled all the people in there, asking them, what do you look at most? Do you look at the news feed most, or do you look at the stories most on Instagram and on Facebook? And more people said that they're looking now at stories because they want to see what people are doing. They want to see their live interactions. They're curious, right? And so they're constantly looking at more stories. So I would say the first thing that you should do if you want to promote an event is to start doing Facebook and Instagram stories. And now, I think I haven't been on YouTube that much lately, but I think even YouTube has stories now that you can go on there and promote stuff. So get on the stories, talk about, if you know the person that is going to be on the Wednesday webinar, and let's say you were at an event with them one time and you have a picture with them, start talking about them, start talking about the time that you met them and how great they are, and how much you've learned from this community, right? Really talk about the stories. Now I know with stories they're only 15-minute increments, but I think on Instagram it's more like 60 seconds. But you have 15 seconds, or on Facebook, and 60 seconds on Instagram. So I would definitely, if you're going to do a 60-second like promo, if you will, for the stories, just make sure that you break it up in 15-minute increments on Facebook. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is to have one-on-one conversations. Okay, go inside of, look at your friends list, go to people's walls, look at your news feed. See who's posting things about network marketing. Go inside of Facebook groups. I want you to understand this, that there's maybe hundreds of thousands. I don't even know how many, I'm just making up a number in my head, but I don't know how many network marketing companies there are out there, but there is a lot. And inside of each company, there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of reps. Fact remains, in network marketing, 97 or even more, 98% of the people are failing. They're struggling to get leads. They're struggling to convert those leads into sales. right? So think about that. If you have, I'll just throw a number out there. Let's say there's 100,000 network marketing companies out there, and 98% of the people in those companies are failing. Look how huge that is for you. So there's network marketers all over the place. So start having conversations with people. Let them know that you're a network marketer too, and that you are part of this community where you're learning how to do this and this and that. And this Wednesday coming up, we're going to be talking about this and this and that. And we're going to have this guest speaker who, share their story, whatever that story is, whoever the speaker is, and just invite them to the webinar. You're not selling anything, right? You're not selling anything. You're just inviting them to a community that you, a network marketer, affiliate marketer or whatever, that maybe you were struggling with before, but now you're in a community where you're learning the skill sets to start getting results, okay? Next thing, I have a list here that I'm looking. I'm like, which one do I want to share next? Because you said 3. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about story them live on Zoom and push it out to Facebook Live. And then maybe they can come on and share some value, share some story, share their story. And then from there, at the end, you can invite them to come watch them do whatever training they're training on. At the end of that live, you can invite them to the event. So it's really that simple. When it comes to marketing, guys, it's all about creativity, right? Just getting creative, tapping into your creative juices. We all have them, right? You just got to start thinking outside the box. The question is, how can I get people to the event? And start getting creative. Start looking at all the tools that we have, right? We have email autoresponders. We got Facebook stories. We have forums. We have Facebook groups. We have, the ability to, do a whole bunch of stuff online. So start looking at the tools that you have, and they're all free. That's the thing. All the tools that we have are free, right? You just have to use them and use them wisely. So I hope that helped, Norbert. I'm done.
I love it. And I'll share with you guys in just a little bit. I'll share with you some content. So I'm sure there's some questions. Well, okay, great. So stories, talk with people, and Facebook Lives. People are going to be asking, well, what do I say in my Facebook Lives? What content do I share? Don't worry, guys. We've got you covered for that, especially with MLSP. Now, regardless if you're promoting a company or some other products or services, I'm sure you can find content for that. But we'll tell you specifically where you can have some ideas. Really appreciate you being here. So thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you for having me. Good night, everyone.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. I know it's getting late out there on the East Coast. All right. So we're going to keep rolling on here. And yeah, let's just go into the next couple, and then we'll come back and answer some questions and do all that kind of fun stuff and keep it open for a little bit longer. So Aaron Birch, why don't you jump out and share with us some ideas here? What are you going to do, or what would you do to promote? And think about the people that, because Aaron, you've been building this for a few years. You've got a good sized network and a good sized audience. So, I mean, it's easy for you, right? I mean, you can just do a post on Facebook and you get 100 people responding to it. So it's easy for you. So think about some of the people that maybe, are still getting started, growing their network, and they don't have such a big influence and following like you do. How can we help them? What could they do?
Oh, I'm just getting a ton of events while I'm sitting here. So I've already got a notebook full of stuff. So I agree with absolutely everything Dr. Diane and Lisa have said, right? Facebook posts, all the stories on all the platforms, all your posts on all the platforms, going live, the whole bit, email, conversation, challenge. And then we go through all the ways to promote it that the ladies have already talking about on all the platforms. And then they'll do one post on their timeline. So we'll go, okay, so this week you were promoting a challenge. Let's see how you promote it. And I'm scrolling through their timeline. They're going, wait, one down, one, wait, no, up. And I'm like, so you did one post. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, how many people did you get in? And they're like, one person. Because you didn't promote. You didn't promote. When you were in promotion mode, you promote. As Diane was talking about, you pre-promote, you promote, then you post-promote. So when you promote, it means you get that message out everywhere, not just one post, okay? So one other thing I want to talk about is, I know a lot of people, because I remember struggling with this. What do I say? I'm not a copywriter. What do I say? Here's the thing. This is social media. You're talking to your friends. When you can get that stuck into your subconscious mind that these are just humans, these are friends of mine, and you speak the language like you're inviting a friend to an event that is going to help them. That is your languaging. The more casual, the better, in my opinion, in your conversations, in your posts, and all of that. When it comes to P is going to be providing value for the people. There's going to be value, right? So be a good human, decide to help your fellow network marketers online marketers out, and just simply casually invite them. The language like you're inviting a friend. What other thing that has something that nobody's mentioned yet? One other thing you can do. If you've been bringing people into MLSP, you've been in here for a while, why not contact all your parked and inactive members and go, oh my God! Yeah. One other thing you can do. If you've been bringing people into MLSP, you've been in here for a while, why not contact all your parked and inactive members and go, oh my God! Yeah. You can do. If you've been
Sharing. Sorry.
been in here for a while, why not contact all your parked and inactive members and go, oh my God!
Sharing. Oh no, it's like frozen. Sorry.
People on. Just again, they're going to think I'm being pushy, right? I remember having this thought. That's why you do all the different kinds of posts. You do a simple curiosity post. You go live and invite people. You do a quasi, invite. How about a story post? Not just Facebook stories, Instagram stories, and all that, but how about a story post on your timeline telling your story? All the different kinds of posts you can use to promote the same darn thing. And then people don't even realize that you've actually done 4 posts this week about the same event, about the Wednesday webinar. They don't even realize it because you've done it in such a different way every single time. You can tell I'm excited about promoting this. My brain is just going crazy with all the ideas, and I'm in promotion mode. I absolutely love it. It's a high. It's a high. It absolutely is. So I think that's all I have for you there. So
Awesome.
Conversation posts, all your stories, as Lisa was talking about, your Facebook groups. How about the spammy groups?
The groups.
Right? Facebook groups or any groups you're allowed to do that. And then you should be growing an email list. So you're going to email your list, right? And then any other platforms you are on. Just do it all. Do it all. That's
awesome. Good stuff. There's some good questions coming in, which are really hard right now because there's comments just flying through the feed here. But I am trying to pull out a few really good questions that we will get to in just a little bit here, okay? So I'm going to turn this over to Stacy now. Stacy, why don't you jump out and share with us some ideas that you've got for promotions, and then we'll address some questions and some more details about the promotion. All right.
Okay. I'm just going to give everybody a chance to catch their breath, because if you're like me, and like Erin just said, Diane, and then followed by Lisa, followed by Erin, it's just like, oh my God, the ideas are popping like popcorn. Erin, Diane, Lisa, thank you for all of that. And they talked about everything that I will be doing and I have been doing. And I'm going to come at it from some things that haven't been said yet. The first is, and I debated, I have to be honest, I was like, how much do I love this community? Because I came up with a question to ask, and I could keep it to myself. But is that really fair? So you all know the answer to that. I'm about to tell you the question. So remember what Lisa said, that there's network marketers everywhere and they're all failing. You want to start a conversation with somebody that's in network marketing that you already know. So this is for people you already know, whether they're in your company, which is the best place to start if you're allowed to, your own downline, your own upline. It's a great place to start this conversation. But with anybody you know who's in another network marketing company, here's the question. How much would somebody have to buy in order for you to make a $1,200 commission? Ba-boom, right? How much would somebody have to buy of your product for you to make a $1,200 commission? Have you ever had anybody purchase that amount? That is the conversation starter I can promise you I'm going to be using, because I already know the answer. It's like it boggles the mind, and it would take a whole lot of promotion to get somebody to buy that much product in one go. Whereas, as Diane said, you just get the folks in front of MLSP. And I'm along with Erin and Lisa and Diane. They gave us just enough to get us excited and for us to get ideas of marketing. We don't know all the details. We're just like the rest of you. So everything we're coming up with is not because we know more than you do. This is what we know, is it's going to be big, and they're going to be doing the promotion, and they're going to offer something that when we sell it, we're going to get a $1,200 commission each and every time somebody buys it. And we already know that everything that MLSP does helps people be more successful in network marketing and in other entrepreneurial businesses. So I would say start having that conversation. The other that so I have three ideas too. I'm going to come back to the third one. Let's see if I got, okay.
Putting it on full screen.
So the other is, we don't all want to be tripping over each other out there in the same groups, promoting the same stuff. Okay. Like, let's not do that. Let's not take the Wednesday webinar graphic and go out into these groups and there's 12 of us or 50 of us all putting the same one out there, because that's not really serving anyone. What I'm going to suggest is what I always do in the Go for Yes, is be indirect. We don't sell through the post, right, Erin? We don't sell through the post. we make connection through a post, and we sell privately. So whatever group you're in, if you're pretty sure there's network marketers in there, or you're pretty sure there's entrepreneurs in there, or you're pretty sure that there's people who need to make extra money pretty quick, ask a question related to the group. For instance, if it's a credit repair group and you're thinking, how am I going to get them to the Wednesday webinar? They're not interested in a social media marketing webinar. But if you asked a question like, what would be the first thing you'll buy when your credit is fixed? People will start responding to that question. Now you can start private messaging them. Send as Erin always talks about in workshop 1. If you haven't been there, there's one coming up. But that's where you write a private message and go, thanks so much for connecting on my post. Loved what you had to say. You're giving me idea. I asked the question to get tons of ideas. And this Wednesday, I'm actually jumping on a webinar where they're going to offer a $1,200 commission when people buy a social media marketing program. I could get out of debt that much faster. Maybe you'd like to join me and watch it. So you see how indirect, or let's see, what's another, oh goodness, because I mean, we could just do network marketing, but let's do network marketing. You're in a network marketing group. Ask the question, what do you wish somebody had told you about network marketing before you joined? There's a question. I'm just throwing, now, if you see somebody's already asked that question in the group, come up with a different question. But whoever responds to that, again, you could send a private message and go, thanks, really appreciated you connecting with me on my post. How long have you been in network marketing? How's it going for you? Like, as Erin always says, how's that going for you? I love the way she says that. And then they're going to come back and go, oh, it's not going as well as I'd like it to. Okay, well, you know what? That's why I'm going to jump on this free webinar on Wednesday. Now, remember, you didn't promote the webinar to start with. So it's not, they responded to your post. So it's not salesy. It's not spammy. They responded because they wanted to engage with you. Now you can say, well, if it's not going so well, you may want to jump on the same webinar that I'm going to watch to make it go better for me. Could go better for you too. So there you go. Indirect posting to get people to want to talk to you and then talk with them. And the other is if you have affiliates in MLSP, so this is the last one. If you have affiliates or prospects, as Diane mentioned, Lisa mentioned, Erin mentioned, don't forget about them this week. It would be very easy to rush out there and get a whole bunch of new folks when you've already have people that have expressed interest. So as Erin said, she's been voicemailing people. Diane's been emailing people and hitting people up, as she said. Are you making sure that the people you've already attracted know how to share this and understand how important this is? Because, and please forgive me, because this isn't just about us here at MLSP. Every company, it's always the best thing we've ever done, right? It's like the best thing. Except I can honestly tell you, based on the changes that are coming, this really is the best thing MLSP has ever done. And if you explain that to people who are already in, they're going to be, I expect, more curious to understand how is it getting even better. Because that's the point. Don't say it's the best thing they've ever done. I'm going to say they're making it better. They've listened to us. They've taken feedback, and it's amazing to me what they've decided to change and how they're going forward. I think you're going to want to hear this. And then I'm throwing in one last one, as Erin talked about, do the Facebook Lives, but don't just on your page. Take that live, download it, or get the link to it, and put the link to your replay. Offer the replay of your live in your emails. If you're in a group, give people the link to go over and watch the replay on your personal page. If you're allowed to put links in groups that you belong to, give the link and send them over to your personal page. So I know I snuck in a fourth. I hope that was okay.
Always good. Always fine to over deliver. Not a problem here at all. All right. Awesome, guys. If you guys, Aaron, Stacy, are you guys watching Facebook at all for questions?
Well, now I will now. Listen to the experts here.
Awesome. If you're able to, because we'll stay on for another 15, 20 minutes here, and we will take some questions, and the questions are just blasting through the comments. So at least if there's 3 eyes on it, we will be able to pull out some questions if you can remember them. Sorry if we don't answer your questions. It's a little hard on the Facebook Live, but do ask a question if you've got a good one. There was a good one that was asked, which was basically, where did I write it down? It was, how do I know what to promote? Because I don't even know what's going on this Wednesday. Hey, fair enough. That's a very good question. So how would you find out what's going on this Wednesday? We're going to give you a little bit of information here today. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and I'm just sharing my screen real quick. Go ahead and check out the Wednesday webinar registration page, which every week, except for this past week, every week is weeklymarketingwebinars.org. weeklymarketingwebinars.org. If you're an MLSP member, you log into your MLSP back office here, and you're going to see the registration link right here. It's happening here. Click here to register. So if you haven't registered yet, make sure you do register. And then right here, we've got a note, share your special link with your entire tribe. And so this is my link with my username. Don't use that one. So you want to use yours with your username here. And it's simply your username, weeklymarketingwebinars.org. And it takes you to this page here. And of course, there's not a ton of information on here, but this is what we're using to tease people and to get people interested. And that's kind of all you need at this point, because you should only be teasing people right now. You're not giving them information, right? You don't know everything that's going on just yet. But what you do know is that after 12 years and $21 million paid on the side to home business owners just like you, the community that's developed the biggest leaders you see online today wants to grow your bank account like never before. Right? So what's going to be the main benefit that people are going to receive by coming to this webinar? They're going to learn how to increase their income, grow their bank account, make more money, generate revenue, increase cash flow, anything like that. Okay, so it is definitely a money-focused webinar that we're going to be focused on. Here's a little bit more detail. What you'll witness live on February 24th. A new income accelerator to earn $1,200 commissions on the side. Well, there you go. That gives you an idea to ask that question that Stacy asks, because Stacy knows as much as you guys, really. She knows a little bit more, but she knows pretty much as much as you guys. She knew that there's $1,200 commissions coming, right? She doesn't know the details around it, but she knows there's $1,200 commissions. So she's going to ask the question, hey, what would it be like for your business if you could earn $1,200 for just one sale? Right? What was the exact question that you asked, Stacy?
Is how long would it take you, or how large an order would somebody have to make in order for you to earn a $1,200 commission from your company? Mm-hmm.
Another question that I always used to like is, how many people would you have to recruit to earn $1,200 commission? Right? Here's another one. So lots of different ways to go about that. Do you even know? Second one, done for you courses and solutions to help you get more retail customers for your specific business. Ooh, that sounds intriguing. What kind of content could you create? What kind of a Facebook Live or a story or a teaser post or a curiosity post could you create knowing that we're going to be discussing done for you courses and solutions? And then the innovation to enroll more motivated team members. Well, there's another benefit. We're going to show you how to enroll more motivated team members. So you could talk about how to enroll more team members, right? Are you struggling to enroll more team members? Are you struggling to do cold market prospecting because you've run out of people to talk to in your warm list, right? Do you notice that in your business, there's more people leaving than there are coming in, right? You've got the leaky bucket syndrome, right? Where your team, you're dealing with attrition. That's a big issue in the industry, okay? This will be a one-time only event. This accelerator has never been done before. So there's another little tip, another little clue, another little catchphrase that you can use, an accelerator secret. They're going to be revealing an accelerator secret. You don't need to know what the accelerator secret is. You're just stealing the copy to use in your posts to create curiosity, okay? Some of you here are analytics, green personality. We love you guys. I'm an analytic myself too, or at least I can be. But the problem with us analytics is that we need to know everything before we can promote. We need to have all our ducks in a row. You need to have 100 questions answered before we can promote. And so you guys are a little bit at a disadvantage here because naturally your natural tendency is I need to understand everything before I can hit go. And we're going to challenge you to overcome that hurdle and that mental block that's preventing you from taking action sometimes when you're not 100% sure. Right? Because as entrepreneurs, you're not always going to be 100% sure. You're not always going to make the right decision. You are going to make mistakes. And that's some of these mindset things that Aaron was bringing up as well. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit more information. This is the page that we have right now. Here's another little tip. What's going to be happening? We've got 3 pre-launch videos that we're going to be releasing this week. So look for those, watch them as soon as they come out, and then create content to promote those videos, because we're going to give you a special link that you'll promote to share those videos. So the plan is we're going to release video number 1 tomorrow on Thursday. Now, Jim is in Texas and he's dealing with some power issues, so there could be a little bit of a delay there. So that first video is either going to come out Thursday or Friday. Okay, that's the plan. Second video would then be Saturday or Sunday. And the final video, the third video, on Monday or Tuesday. So you're going to want to be watching your email inbox so that as soon as we send you that email, that promotional email with the swipe copy, you're going to get the link to the promotional video. You're going to be able to watch the video. It's a short video, and then you can go create content about that video. I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser if you want to get ahead of the game a little bit. I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser on what we're teaching, sort of what we're teaching, and the titles of the 3 videos we're going to be releasing, okay? So this whole training and the 3 videos are revolving around what we're calling the retail, recruiting, and income acceleration formula. Retail, recruiting, and income acceleration formula. That's the formula that we're going to be teaching and sharing in the pre-launch videos, the 3 videos, and on the webinar. And here's the formula. You guys can see the formula right here. You can write this down. Now, do not share. If you know what these letters stand for, don't share them on social media. We got to keep the curiosity going, right? Because you guys might know it, but the prospects, they don't know what BES is, right? Everybody here in MLSP land, you guys all know what BES means. But when you share this on social media, on Facebook, most people have no clue what BES means. It's a code. They're not sure. It creates curiosity, and that's what you want. So do not tell them what this formula means. The whole reason we create a formula like this is why? Curiosity. So people have to come to the webinar to see what the heck we're talking about, or watch the videos to see what the heck we're talking about. In the videos, I do explain what most of this formula is. So BES plus GPT plus DFY multiplied by 67% equals income acceleration. Okay, if you get all 4 of those elements in place, we're going to accelerate your income. And people are going to be like, how, why, what? What does DFY stand for? What is BS? What's GPT? What does that mean? What do you mean 67%? How are we multiplying this by 67%? What's going on? How are we accelerating? That's what you want, the curiosity, okay? So I've given you a few interesting little tidbits that you can now go out and create content around, okay? And there's the 3 videos. So the first video is called Reach Your Income Goals Faster with GPT. And again, curiosity, what's GPT? Well, they better watch the video to find out. Okay, video number 2, recruit more reps without rejection. What? Without rejection? How do I avoid rejection and still recruit more reps than I'm recruiting right now? So what kind of content could you create around that second video? You could start creating content around that right now, because all you have to do is address the big problem that every network marketer and entrepreneur has to deal with, which is rejection. People saying no. Can you imagine what it would be like if you could eliminate rejection out of your business? How would that change your business if you didn't have to deal with rejection every single day? Okay, fun stuff. And video number 3, irresistible offers to accelerate income. Irresistible offers to accelerate income. Could you speak about how do you make things irresistible? How important is it to make things irresistible, to make an offer irresistible? Okay, so those are the 3 videos that are coming out. So Aaron, Stacy, I just gave you guys some information. You didn't know that this was coming out. So does this give you some ideas for content you can create? Do you want to share some things that you're thinking right now as I shared this with you?
Okay, Aaron, go for it.
Well, I will definitely be creating content around this because it allows you to segue into the call to action, right? It's a bridge into your call to action.
Oh, do you still want that?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought I got cut off there.
No, I just stopped sharing the screen.
After I lost power during the workshop, I kind of thought something like that happened again. So, no, I just can't see myself. So it's weird. There we go. Okay, that was weird. So it was a flashback. So I will be doing content around all that so that I can segue into a call to action. So with all the copy that MLSP has provided you with, here's my thing. Here's what I do. I will look at that copy because these guys are like some of the best copywriters in the world, right? So what I will do is I will take the points that are most effective, that are going to hit the pain points of your target audience, right? So I'm going to break it down to which are the pain points. But then the next thing I'm going to say to myself is, how can I make the languaging more casual? Because I'm speaking to my friends. I'm speaking to my audience who are my friends. See what I mean? So I'll use that copy as an idea, but then I will make the languaging saying the same thing essentially, but more casual. When something comes across is a little too salesy, it'll go over your friends' heads who are, on your Facebook audience kind of thing, right? So you use the same ideas, but you just make it more casual. I hope that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Sure does. Well, for me, I have a newsletter, so I'm already thinking about rescheduling posts because I wasn't quite sure. So that's where my head's like, okay, let's reschedule that. The video's coming out there. And I love how you're making it fun. There's a question. Anybody know what BES stands for in the social media world? Anyone know what DFY stands for? And they're going to go, well, tell us. And it's like, I don't know either. I'm going to find out on the webinar.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. That's a great way to use curiosity. And I love Minnie kind of added to that. She said, so you can LTD. Right? So it's the whole formula equals income acceleration. So you can LTD. Right? And there's someone who knows some copywriting, right? So you can. That's how you finish up with the final benefits. So you can LTD. Of course, for us MLSP members, we know what LTD stands for. Live the dream, right? So you can live the dream. Awesome.
Live the dream.
All right, so that should give you guys some ideas for content. And again, stay tuned to your emails and MLSP members inside your MLSP back office. Okay, we're always sending swipe copy in the emails. And when those videos launch, we'll post the link in the back office as well, right in that homepage. So that you've got your link to share for those videos, all right? So this should be a full week of promotion. And this is the thing, guys. I speak about this with our coaching clients all the time because I see this happen all the time. We teach BES, right? Build, engage, sell. We teach attraction marketing and providing value into the marketplace. And so what happens is a lot of people get stuck on the providing value. And all they're doing is providing value, and they forget that the third part of the BES formula is sell. You've got to sell. So when it's time to sell, if you've been doing building your audience and you've been doing engaging with your audience, then it's time to sell. When a promotion happens, it's time to sell. It's time to promote, right? When we promote, guys, like we're promoting right now for this Wednesday webinar, everything we're doing every single day is promoting. And we promote it in different ways, different kinds of posts, different mediums, different angles. You see there's 3 different videos with 3 different angles, 3 different topic points. So we're not saying the same thing every single day. We're figuring out ways. What can I share today? What little bit can I share tomorrow? What little bit can I share the next day? And this is the way we don't share everything all at once, right? We don't puke on people. We lead people step by step by step. Give them a little more, give them another teaser. You want to find out more? Join me tomorrow. You want to find out more? Register for the webinar, right? And this is the way we can really have fun with marketing and pull people along and engage. This is how we create engagement and curiosity and stuff. All right, awesome. Do you guys see any questions coming up? Because I haven't been paying attention to the,
yes, well, I'm seeing people be more concerned about what to say. And I can understand that. And being somebody who's extremely, I'll just tell on myself. Like if something doesn't make sense to me, I just pick at it until it does. And I'm going to say something that I learned a long time ago, that there's a time to not know. Like there is a time, like now, where it's okay to not know so that you can be in the same shoes as the person you're inviting, the people you're inviting. If you have it too polished, they might not understand what you're doing. It comes because Aaron's agreeing with me. So that's why I said, I just wanted to reiterate, don't, as Norbert said, don't tell them what BES stands for. You can say, maybe not completely honestly, but you can say, I'm not sure. I think I know, but I'm going to jump on the webinar because I'm fascinated. I want to see what they're talking about, and if it means that it's going to increase my income, yeah, I'm ready for that. So Aaron, it looks like you wanted to add to that, or.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, you muted.
Muting for some, there we go. Sorry. I agree with you. If you wait until you think you have it all figured out what to say, you'll never take action. And here's the thing. Remember this. If you go do a post, the percentage of people on Facebook that are going to even see that post are like what, 5 to 7%. So if it's not perfect yet, 5 to 7% of people are seeing it. So just go balls to the wall and just start promoting and, get better every time you start promoting things. You're never going to get better at promoting if you don't just start promoting. Be okay with your posts sucking, because you'll never get to a place where you've got this, 6-figure income or whatever you're after if you never take enough action to get good enough to build that income. You gotta suck at first.
And be okay. I mean, you're saying be okay with sucking. Tomorrow, I just remembered, I'm actually leading the Thursday coaching webinar here in the group, MLSP VIP. And the topic for all of you is something about, was your mess as bad as theirs is right now? And what do I mean by that? Is, are you willing to be really vulnerable about whether your life really sucks right now or it used to suck really bad? Anybody heard my story? I've said it but it's still, there's people who haven't heard it. I was in Facebook jail 6 times in 5 months. It friggin' sucked to be stuck. And every time they put me in for longer because it's like, Stacey, you're just not getting it. Okay, do you not get it? You can't do, except they never told me what I was doing wrong. So there you go. So I had to go figure out, no, Facebook wouldn't tell me. Okay, so start telling about how sucky things were. That's what Aaron's saying. And be sucky and be real and tell people, see, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it the best I can, which is why I'm going to jump on this webinar. If you've ever felt like this yourself, like you have no idea what you're really doing, you're just doing what you think you're supposed to do, you might want to jump on the webinar too.
Awesome. I love it. A couple of great comments from some veterans in here as well. Minnie said, yes, don't always be in training mode. You need to sell, right? Training mode versus production mode. training mode versus creation mode, training mode versus selling and promotion mode, right? Training's great. Yes, you've got to train, you got to develop your skills, but you constantly want to be moving into more doing and less training, right? So you might start out, you're brand new, 90% of your time is spent training, 10% is spent doing. You want to change that balance as quickly as possible. You don't want to be stuck in 90% training for the next 12 months, okay? You're not going to get any results. You got to shift to 50-50, and then eventually you're doing more than you are training. Okay, really, really important. Terry Lamb said, what to say? Just start talking. You got to develop your chops. There's no magic saying. And this is the thing, right? Everyone's looking for like, what's the magic word that I can say that'll work? What's the magic phrase? There is no magic phrase because every human is different. Every situation is different. Every relationship is different. So what Eric Worre or Ray Higdon says to one prospect and it worked for them does not mean it's going to work for you with a completely different prospect, right? You've got all these different variables of everything. Like this is why scripts don't work. Scripts only work in volume. Only in volume. That's why they always say it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Yeah, because if you're playing with scripts, it's a numbers game. It's no longer a people relationships game. It's a numbers game. You just got to blast through the numbers. You got to get all the no's. You can play that game, or you can come to our side, which is attraction marketing, which is going for yes, which is relationship based instead of numbers based. Okay, two different philosophies, two different approaches. Both work. Not for everybody though. Okay, the numbers game didn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. I prefer the relationship game. Makes a lot more sense. There's a lot less rejection. It's a lot more fun. Okay, so you get to choose which way you want to play. That's what we're teaching here. Good stuff.
Plus, the scripts are only going to work on someone who hasn't heard the script before. So do you want to continuously talk to complete newbies in the industry, or do you want to talk to the people who are already successful? Because those are the people who are going to come in and kick ass. And those are the people who the scripts are not going to work with. They're the ones who are going to roll their eyes and go, oh, who'd you buy those scripts from?
Well, and you know, we all know that. We see it coming a mile, right? All of us. Somebody friends us, and then what comes right after that? The script and the message. Yeah.
I love some of these comments. Stop looking for the magic. You are the magic. Nice, Sean. Be sucky and real. Admit you don't know everything, and it's okay. Yeah. Right? Absolutely. You don't have to have all the answers. That's the problem, is when you think you have to have all the answers. It's not. It would take imperfect action, make adjustments as you go. I love it. All right, let's see if I can find any other questions here, guys. Okay, good stuff. I think we got most of the questions so far. So you guys got a ton of ideas, right? The main thing here is, there was a question about, I'm brand new. She's just going through the getting started steps.
Okay.
What can she do? Do I have time for this? She said, should I complete the steps? Do I have time to promote something like this? Any advice for that?
Erin, you want me to go?
Go ahead, Stace. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sure you will say the same thing. Here's what I would say is, of course, you want to complete the steps. Yes, you'll have time. You've just got to take whatever time you have and schedule it out. However, if you already know people who are network marketers, just go talk to them. That's like, even if you know one person, that's where to start, is talk. You know, they always say make a list. Even on the Go for No side, that's always about make a list of who you know. What we're saying is, when you have limited time, you want to focus in on the list of people who are likely to say yes. Not everybody, but if you know people in network marketing, your upline, your downline, your sidelines, who are struggling, then those would be the people you'd go and talk to first. So it's prioritizing who's likely to say yes. Erin?
Yeah, you absolutely must. I don't care if you're brand new or you've been doing this game for 30 years, you've always, every single day, you've got to be doing the income producing activities. Promoting this webinar and the 2 following will be an income producing activity, because the more people you can get on the webinar, the more money you're going to make. So right now you might be promoting all week and I'm not making any money from this yet. But then the webinar happens and then the money comes. When you've ever been on a webinar that you've promoted the hell out of and your notifications on your emails going ding, 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 ding with sales, it's pretty sweet. And that only happens because you spent the last week pre-promoting, right? So it's an income producing activity. So the training mode, doing the getting started steps, all great things, but you've got to be doing the income producing activities as well, or you won't stay in the game.
Ooh,
That's one way to keep yourself doing the income producing activities. Start doing them and then, kind of enjoy making money.
Yes. Did you
and
see what
helping people? Every
Did you
time
see
you're
what-
hearing a ding ding, you're helping someone as well, right?
Absolutely, Erin. Did you see what Christine Snyder wrote? I love that. We both know Christine, and a lot of people do. And I love what she said. She said she had shortly amount of time each day she trains. She took inventory of her time to see what time I have available. If I have to make a cut to make more time for an action, that's crucial. And crucial is making money if we're in business. So I love that she has taken a time inventory. Yes. Now that's thinking like a business owner.
Oh yeah, if you've got 4 hours a day to put into your business, in my personal opinion, don't spend any more than 30 minutes a day training. 3.5 hours income producing activities. That means posting good content. That means having conversations and making offers. That's a 6-figure income right there. That's how I did it.
All right, guys,
Absolutely.
check it out. Jim just sent me this.
Whoa.
Jim just sent me this. So this is video number 1. Here's the launch page right here. Got that zoomed in a little bit too much. There we go. So there's the launch page. It is at mlsp.com/launch for you guys. You'll be able to just add your affiliate link to that. So I believe if you just put your username before that, mine's NJO, so it'd be njo.myleadsystempro or MLSP. You can always use MLSP. njo.mlsp.com/launch. So we'll be sending out swipe copy and an email with our copy tomorrow, so you guys will be able to leverage some of that copy. So check for that email tomorrow. But for those of you on this webinar, here's a little quick
Okay,
sneak
guys.
peek,
So
and it looks like the video is ready to go, so you can watch the video. There
we got a lot of exciting stuff. A lot of exciting stuff going on. A lot of exciting stuff going on out here. And yeah, it's all about sharing your content. Everybody has these super spectacular offers, and we're all helping people, and we all want to help people. But with with what's coming out right now in this MLSP system, I know that it's really you're gonna be able. You got CBD, you got credit repair, you got so many things, silver opportunities, so many things out there. So why don't you check it out? Register below. And it's next Wednesday, so it's coming up. So you'll be getting some more emails from me. And if you want to join my list, hit me up. But let me know when you register on there at anthonydetry.weeklywebinars, weeklymarketingwebinars.org. That's why it's down there, so I don't have to say it. All right, guys. Got another one to jump on real quick. So it was good seeing you. Enjoy it. Rewind it. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm here to encourage, inspire, and uplift. 2 claps up and a Ric Flair. Woo! Me and Norrin Rad, Silver Surfer, we're out. All right, guys. Peace.